We don't do that here.
But the cream rises to the top.
The ultimate effing casual. I don't know how, man. We need to put somebody into that name. I'm trying to get Shinada to do it from the boxing B-sides. You guys think that's a good selection? Nathan, Isaac, the homies.
To put what?
Shinada into the ultimate effing casual seat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because she really only likes the striking, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that too much of a fan? I guess, yeah. I mean, it fits.
I keep trying. I keep saying that every time it happens in the boxing Discord. Every time when there's a UFC card, people bitching about grappling, and then anytime I suggest, like, well, Muay Thai is right there. It's pretty fucking brutal, and I bet you'd like it. Then it's just, they shift the goalposts.
Speaking of, if any of those guys watched like someone like Superlek or like Haggerty, like we're about to get to,
yeah,
I think their opinions would change.
Dude, we could put the Superlek fight like in the Discord. It's not even that long.
You could clip it, and
Yeah.
you could line it up with. Yeah, well, we'll get to that in a little later. Let's fucking get rolling here. All right, so it is currently September 15th. This will be coming out probably on the 17th. So this weekend, on the other side of the street, there's two cards, and I only really wanted to talk about the main events anyway, because there's not a whole lot else doing on the rest for both. So on the 20th, Friday, Jaime Munguia, who recently went all 12 with Canelo a few months ago, versus Bazinian, who I've never seen fight before. Have either of you?
No, I didn't. I've never heard of this guy before.
Yeah, I've not heard of him either. Yeah.
Only because I have to comb through all of the cards to see what we're going to be chatting about. That's the only... I've seen his name, but I have no idea who this guy is. So I want to say Munguia should have an easy enough time. It's a get back after his first loss, and Bazinian's relatively unknown, and that I think is the X factor where I don't want to say that it's going to be an easy time. But
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping we see like an upgraded Munguia. Like it's one of those, the loss to Canelo is, I'm sure he didn't want it and all, but will we see him get better because of it? That's what I'm interested in.
For sure.
And I don't know, maybe he will, maybe he won't. We'll find out.
And I do hope he's not just like all around better would be good, but I don't want to see him become tentative after getting knocked down for the first time in his career. That would be a shame, because he does have some really good pressure fighting that I think would be fun to watch going forward. So hopefully he shows that off coming up here.
Yes.
Yeah, getting knocked down or having a knockdown like from Canelo, that shouldn't deter him at all. Just because it is Canelo, but I don't know, it might mess with his mind. Hopefully not.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see if Bazinian has that level of technical ability to be able to counter or time Munguia that way, and unknown quantity, so who knows. Tangentially, Dubois versus Anthony Joshua, and Daniel Dubois has the IBF title for my fellow crayon people. That's the red one. The unknown quantity is Dubois and his confidence. Have you guys ever noticed how every single time, even if he goes on to win the fight, if something in the middle during the fight goes wrong for him, he fucking crumbles, becomes completely passive, and I'm not sure what it is. I think he has something going on in his brain. I don't know, neurodivergent or something.
Yeah, I mean,
he just has weak constitution, man. Like,
yeah,
like the whole he was having a competitive fight with Usyk, and then the nut shot happens, and it's called as that and not a body shot, and he just gives up in the moment. It's like, dude, you're in this fight. Like,
exactly.
Even if the knockdown isn't scored, like, he's hurt,
And even if you lose, like, you were competitive with the best heavyweight on earth right now. So I'm not sure what you're worried about, buddy.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see in that fight Dubois, like, go back to the body immediately.
I was hoping, yeah.
But he never, like, Like he never strung anything together after that, and I mean he ended up getting TKO'd by a jab. So I mean it was rough, but I don't know. He didn't win like the IBF. This was like a weird situation with Usyk, right? He had to give it up.
Yeah, because he wasn't
Yeah,
going
he
to fight
got
Dubois.
emailed the belt.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm sort of excited for this. I'm sure the English fans like it.
All British showdown.
Yeah. I mean, this fight sort of feels important. I feel like if AJ loses this,
Oh my goodness, he
I think
needs
it's
to retire.
wraps, right?
Yeah, he needs
I feel like
to
it's
stop.
wraps for AJ if he loses.
Absolutely. Dubois, I was telling, when we were talking about it on B-Sides, I was telling Drip and Shadano that I noticed after Dubois, he was fighting Gerald Miller, and he goes on to get the 10th round stoppage, like in the last seconds of it. And Gerald Miller himself and all of the other heavyweights, that it was like that night of heavyweights card that they did in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
And Gerald Miller and all of the other heavyweights kind of like circled the wagons around him and were like patting him on the back, like, "See, you can do it. Look, you are good. You like you're good. Relax, man. It's not that serious. You're doing fine." And so that was what cemented it for me. Like, there's something wrong with him, or something different, I should say.
Whatever's going on, it's not something that pairs well with being someone who gets punched in the face for a living.
Definitely not. But enough of the box. Man, this one's going to be a little bit light on previews because it seems like everybody went dark for this weekend. So that's all we really got. If you don't like boxing, then I don't know, turn on your favorite replays because there's nothing else going on. But Tuesday, September 3rd, the Contender Series, Week 4. There was a good stoppage on it, so, that's fun. Unessi Duben versus Shannon Clark, flyweights. I think that was the ladies' fight. But moving on. Friday, September 6th, at the Ball Arena in Denver. 168. Shaking my fucking jowls here because there was a lot of good stuff on this one.
I feel like we have to mention the Cade and Mikey situation first, right?
Yeah, that was upsetting. Mikey Musumeci and Cade Ruotolo, their grappling championship fight got called off. Apparently, Mikey had a problem with his lungs or something. Like, he couldn't cut. He had collapsed. So,
yeah, I think it was like Cade had to pull out because of something, and they gave Mikey like a replacement match a few divisions down, and Mikey missed weight, so they stripped him of his title. And I don't know if it was in the process of like, him attempting to cut weight that he like damaged his lungs or something, but he was hospitalized even.
Yeah, he was.
And I was actually like really excited to see the Cade and Mikey fight.
Same. Mikey mentioned that the doctor's prognosis was that if he could have maybe went on with the fight, but if he probably, like, his lung would have popped in the middle of the fight and he would have died.
Oof.
Yeah. It was a really bad situation. And shame on ONE FC. The original opponent pulls out, you throw him a replacement that's smaller, and then when one of the original fighters can't make weight, you strip him of his belt for what was not really a title fight in the first place. I don't get it.
Rough.
Yes. All right, let's go from the bottom up. A flyweight Muay Thai fight, Johan Estupinan. That name trips me up. Sounds like in Spanish you call someone stupid, estúpido. I hear that every time.
Yeah.
Versus Sean Climaco. And Johan is from, I think, Venezuela or Colombia. So, I don't know. I hope you got teased as a kid. Johan Ghazali stops Josue Cruz. Flyweight Muay Thai again. It was like at the bell. It was really cool. Adrian Lee, really fun submission over Nico Cornejo, lightweight MMA. Got some other stuff. John Lineker. Oh, yeah. That was intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went viral because of that too.
Yes, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
As he should have. Sexton or Kwan beats Liam Harrison out of the UK. So it's apparently like he retired at the end of the fight, left the gloves in well, for them it's the circle instead of an octagon. Yeah, I don't know. He came in as a late replacement as well. That's what the catch weight was, and it was not. He didn't seem to really want to be there, so it's unfortunate, but right move if you're not too excited about fighting anymore. And the main event, Superlek just into the shadow zone.
Yeah.
Jonathan Haggerty for the bantamweight Muay Thai title.
Almost immediately as well after the start.
Yeah.
First round, first like
Step in the
minute.
elbow.
What was it? The first significant strike that landed?
Yes, I think the
It's
only
crazy.
significant strike.
Superlek, I was like seeing something where like Superlek had been planning to use that elbow as well. Like he had seen it as like a potential like KO shot they could land against Haggerty, like a weakness. So I mean, it's crazy. Like I mean, this is like he saw his opportunity and immediately capitalized. Like I mean, it was not only that, but it was a brutal knockout too. I mean, Haggerty got like ragdolled bad.
Yeah, I have it listed here. Like one of the notes I did was the KO elbow. The way that it looked, the way the whole situation played out, it looked like Marquez knocking out Pacquiao in the fourth fight. It was that same way. Haggerty was kind of like feeling himself a little too much, came in a little too quick, and then Superlek kind of ducked it down and threw that elbow up right in the face, right into Haggerty's face, and down he goes.
That was a sensational KO.
I think that might be on my short list for KO of the year.
Oh, it's up there.
Superlek's just different, man.
He
I
is.
mean, it's crazy how he's not a superstar over here in America, because he absolutely could be. Like if he came, you know how much glazing he would get from like Joe Rogan if tomorrow they announced,
Yeah.
oh, he's going to be in the UFC now, right? Like he
Absolutely.
definitely deserves way more attention than he's getting.
Do you think that's on ONE FC not having that many events in the U.S.? Because they have almost everything in Thailand.
And I just don't know if they have the capacity or like the capability of like being able to launch like a superstar. I mean, because they're sort of like no one's as big as a UFC.
For sure.
Like if that would have happened in the UFC, like Superlek would have been
Sports Center would be talking about it.
Yeah, Sports Center, like top 10. I mean, every UFC fan would know his name. Superlek is sort of well known, but like only I don't know if like casuals know him that much.
ONE FC is really regional, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of that Eastern Pacific sort of that's where it's all kind of gathered. It's hard to blame ONE FC. Like if the sport was different, if it was more like boxing, he would be an international star, right? Because the promotions wouldn't matter and he would fight whoever made monetarily sense to fight. But because we're still kind of region locked.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully Superlek becomes big, like regardless, because like he deserves to be.
I would like to see him fight Rodtang again. But the problem with that is that's for that sort of esoteric matchup is for nerds like us. And like if you were to say, holy shit, Superlek Rodtang rematch, then people would say, who the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, who is that? Yeah.
Are those actual words or are you making that up? Yeah. But it's unfortunate that he doesn't get the recognition he deserves, like you guys said. But one thing, this is a Superlek's second fight with Haggerty, second time he beat him. Also, I think Superlek mentioned in the post-fight that he's going to go for Haggerty's kickboxing title as well.
Oh,
So that's just like adding insult to injury.
I would say he's like on a Poatan, a Poatan type, like hating.
Andy Cruz, Keyshawn Davis, the Olympic kids. That's a good one. One-sided rivalry. And Haggerty did not seem very keen on talking about the kickboxing title.
I think DJ also retired here.
He did.
Right?
Yes, that's what I was going to bring up before we moved on. Was he hung him up, and yeah, he was really emotional. I think he's just giving up MMA high level competitive MMA because he said he's doing gi judo.
Judo.
Yeah,
I
or
know he's been on
jujitsu. I'm
jujitsu.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, he's one of those that he just likes to like get better at everything.
Yeah, student of the game type.
Yeah, great career.
Yep. Anything more for these 168 guys?
I think it was a decent event. Sad we lost the co-main, but the main, for as short as it lasted, was nice.
Yes.
See the
And
super
there-
like destruction.
And there are a lot of other exciting fights on the undercard as well. Overall, it's free on Prime. Why, if you're not watching this, I don't know what more I can say at this point. If you're not watching, you absolutely should be.
No excuses.
Moving on to San Diego, Bellator Champions Series. Usman Nurmagomedov snoozes a UD, I guess. And,
Yeah, I saw that fight. Yeah.
And Douglas Lima UD over Aaron Jeffrey. I don't really know what else.
It wasn't that good of a card. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
it's not.
Usman had like a tough fight, but it wasn't like a great fight. Like, I mean, they were just sort of. I mean, they were both wary of each other. I thought Usman was gonna work him, but he took him to a full decision. So.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and it went on. That was a night I actually wanted to go to sleep early too.
But that's it for previews. This is a light one. Might have to bring up some news from elsewhere. Last thing for the previews, the only thing we got this entire week, really, I guess, unless you want to watch like Invicta. I don't know where to do that. Anyway, Dana White Contender Series Week 6. We have in the co-main, it's a heavyweight fight. So if you want to see big boys bumping meat or bumping beef, that's what it is.
Whoa. Pause.
Yes. I know. I don't remember where I heard that one, but big boys bumping beef when it's heavyweights. I don't recall where. It was a boxing commentator, though. I know that for sure.
Great description. Yeah. It was the UFC card too. Yeah.
Was there?
The UFC Fight Night at the Apex.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Go me. I'm good
I
at
mean,
this.
it was an Apex card. I mean,
Yeah.
I will say that skimming over it is not the worst thing in the world. We can go through it real quick.
Yeah. Anything on the prelims we're talking about?
No.
I didn't see it, so I can't really say. The prelims, I mean.
Yeah, no, not really.
All right, so bottom up of the main portion, Trevor Peak gets a UD over Yanal Ashmuz. Cody Durden, Tyler Durden, so submits Matt Schnell in the second. I expect Cody's going to get himself a ranking from that. Steve Garcia, KO1 over Kyle Nelson. Natalia Silva, 8th at flyweight, beats Jessica Andrade on the cards. And Sean Brady over Gilbert Burns, also a decision.
The Brady and Burns fight was actually okay. It wasn't that bad. Sean Brady looked really good, but Gilbert Burns is also like his age.
Yeah,
is definitely showing now, like pretty bad.
Plus, carrying the
I don't
card
know.
it's exhausting.
Oh
work.
yeah, dude, their backs were broken, bad.
It was spinal. Man. All right. Now we're clear. Anything? I don't know if there's any other not 309 news because we will be talking about that later for you all.
Yeah, no, this is kind of a sparse segment.
It's a rough week.
Yeah, a mini dark age.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Hey, just wanted to add an update with some information I was able to find after we sat down to record. This same weekend, Friday, September 20th, I had mentioned the PFL, the Middle East, North Africa playoffs is happening. I was able to get the information on that card. And there's also one Friday Fights 80 is on, if you're in the U.S., it'll be on Saturday morning, 5:30 on the West Coast, 8:30 in the East is the starting time. So the PFL MENA playoffs starts at the same time, or 8:30 on the West Coast, I should say. So let's see here. Normally, I wouldn't stop and give you all this, but if you're really jonesing for some MMA, you really need some fights in your life, live fights in your life, then here you go. So the playoffs for PFL, we have Abdullah Al-Khatani versus Abdelrahman Al-Hayasat at featherweight, and Islam Reda Marone Belaguit. Oh, I'm really fucking this up. That's a featherweight fight as well. So those are the semifinals. Winners will go on to fight for the 2024 title or championship. Let's see here. Moving on, Jarrah El Salaway versus Omar El Dafrawi. Mohammed Al Raqqa and Amir Fazli. Those are the two welterweight semifinal fights. Suhail Tahiri versus Mohsen Muhammad Saifi. And Georges Eid and Omar Reguigui. Reguigui. I'm really sorry. I'm trying my best. Those are lightweights, the lightweight semifinals, and last is Ali Taleb versus Jala Al Daaja, bantam Elias Budigzam, and Rashid El Hazoum. Also, those are the bantamweight semifinals. There's two other ones. Adam Maskini versus Yazid Hassanain. That's a featherweight fight. They just have it listed as a showcase. And then Malik Basahel versus Saher Kasmieh. It's a flyweight fight, but it's amateur, not pro. So, I don't know. Professional Fighters League? Question mark. Still, there you go. Those are the fights for PFL. If you really need something on a Friday morning. And then one Friday fights. I'm going from the bottom up on this one. Shoya Ishiguro versus Hiryu Niwa. Flyweight submission grappling. David Cook versus Jang Sung-gyu. Lightweight MMA. Emily Chong versus Kokos. Yeah, I don't know. That's a catchweight Muay Thai, 117 pounds. Avazbek Kolmirzayev versus Bektur Zhenishbek. Catchweight MMA at 130. Oh my goodness. Twai Thit Wien Hlang. Oh man. Mavlonbek Kakarov, featherweight Muay Thai. Edward Saik Mustafa Al Tekriti. That's lightweight Muay Thai. I'm just gonna go fuck first names here, man. This is rough. Kong Klai versus Denise. It's catchweight Muay Thai. That's 138 pounds. Nongam versus Chabakau. That's a catchweight Muay Thai at 110. Petni Munkorn versus Concrete. Oh, this is a fucking good name, Phil. Concrete J Power Roof Phuket. Power Roof Phuket is the name of his fucking sponsor. That's exactly. Catchweight Muay Thai, 114 pounds. Lam Nang Kong versus Anurak. Catchweight Muay Thai at 140. Yodoi versus Ti. Atomweight Muay Thai. I don't remember if those are ladies or not, because atomweight is fucking tiny. If it's dudes, it's really small. Petnamgan versus Chartpayak. Yeah, that's Muay Thai catchweight, 127. And then the last fight, top of the bill, is Rak Erawan versus Yodnumchai Fairtex. Atomweight Muay Thai. Those are men. So, man, if like minimum weight / straw weight men are small, that's gonna be, I don't know. But there you go. I listed them all off because I wanted to pad some time in here. All right. I'm gonna throw this into the middle of the episode, so it should be pretty fun. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Isn't Conor McGregor fighting in bare knuckle?
He wants to, but he's under contract right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, he's still.
I think
that
that's why
might
he's
happen in
sort
the
of beefing.
future. I think
I
also.
think if he could, he would right now. But
Well, I
UFC's
think he
not
also.
for that one.
I think he wants to buy a majority share in bare knuckle and then also fight. So kind of like maybe it's similar to what Ngannou got from the PFL, where he has a stake in the ownership and
Yeah.
then he's also fighting.
Owner operator kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, because they have BKFC has Jeremy Stevens. For old heads, there is like somewhat beef between Conor McGregor and Jeremy Stevens. I mean, it's like 8-9 years in the making, but it's better late than never. I don't know how he'd handle a BKFC. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if Conor would do well there.
Oh no, did I ask? Yeah, I think I asked you guys if leading into the weekend, before Canelo and then the 306 cards, which one's a better bang for your buck? And it was leading into it, we were pretty much, if I recall correctly, we were kind of unanimous that it was UFC was a better value purchase. And so I see this headline here: Dana White on De La Hoya choosing the UFC over Canelo. Dana White says, "I respect Canelo a lot."
Yeah, he was not. I don't think he was throwing shade at Canelo.
No, he's not.
At least, yeah.
He said De La Hoya.
I was gonna say him and De La Hoya really do not like each other.
No.
Is there anyone that does get along with De La Hoya though?
Turkey, I guess, but I mean, I don't know if that's getting along or like using each other.
Yeah, probably the latter.
What's the name of the matchmaker at Golden Boy? I think his name is Eric something Gomez, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
But if my memory's serving me, which it often does, usually, sometimes. Never mind. Don't take my word for anything.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah. They had been friends since they were kids. And what I recall reading is that Eric left because their relationship deteriorated over time, mostly due to De La Hoya's recreational substance use. But I don't know if there is anyone who gets on with him.
Yeah, I mean, recently, was it Marquez who came out saying that De La Hoya stole money from him as well?
Yes, he did.
Oh, great.
The amount of victims keeps piling on.
And De La Hoya came back. He has apparently a boxing scene, or someone gives him a regular weekly video post, and they call it the De La Hoya clapback session. And he just responds to people that were chatting shit at him. So he brought up Marquez first, like saying, "It's not my fault you're broke," and then Berlanga saying he wanted to slap De La Hoya.
Oh yeah.
And he brought that up as well.
Gonna punch the chiseled abs.
All right, so he's the president or the chairman of the board at Golden Boy still, I guess. Because this article I'm reading here is from the Liam Smith fight with Canelo. That was a while ago.
Man, I feel that feels like so long ago.
That was still at 154. Holy shit. HBO
Yeah, that
pay-per-view.
feels ancient.
That was a long time ago. So, whatever. There's I did see that and I think it's happening this week as well on the 20th, but I couldn't find any more info on it. The Middle East, North Africa, PFL tournament or whatever is breaking into the playoffs as well. So that's kind of fun.
Oh, I actually haven't even heard of that. Is part of the playoffs though?
Yeah, they have their own tournament.
Oh, okay. I see.
And apparently the regional tournaments are the end goal for those, or the reward besides money, is getting a chance to go to like the world tournament. That's the one that has like all the Americans and British people in it.
Oh, like the $1 million one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's a nice opportunity.
I also brought up a while ago that they have They do have women fights, and that's, you know, unusual for like Saudi Arabia. So I was able to find how it all looks, and they wear full bodysuits, like wrist,
Like arms too?
all the way down to the wrist, all the way
Wow.
down to the ankle. It's and
Just the face?
yeah, just the neck and up, and then just the feet being open and the hands.
Bro, that must be crazy, like, with all the sweat too.
And on top
Whoa.
of it, they wear these like baggy shorts, so that the suit doesn't show the curvature of their bodies.
Mm-hmm. That's wild, yeah. That reminds me of when Clarissa Shields said she wants to fight on one of Turkey's cards.
Have you guys ever seen how they will, or like how those countries will broadcast the Olympics, and whenever it's like the women's hurdles, there's just like black bars going down the screen?
No way.
No, wait, so there's like
Yeah.
someone in production just like dragging a black bar?
I swear that's real.
That's wild. That's a job.
Oh,
The censor bar official. That's wild. I've seen in college I had this Moroccan friend, and he showed me for SpongeBob, Sandy like looked completely different. Like Sandy wears a dress in the show. Because I guess
I
don't know
could
if they thought it
believe
was-
that.
I don't know if they thought it was nudity or what, but yeah, everything.
they censored her what?
Sandy wears like a full dress in SpongeBob.
Instead of her
Like I don't know.
spacesuit?
Yeah, well, I forget. Because you know when she was like inside her little dome, like she didn't need to wear the suit,
Oh yeah.
and she would have like a I don't remember that much. It was like a skirt or something like that. But for these like Middle Eastern broadcasts, they would like completely change her.
Fun.
It died the first time I saw it. Yeah. Some wild stuff.
It's a bikini with like a skirt. It's a two-piece.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But buddy, if you're being aroused by a cartoon squirrel, I don't know what. I don't think a dress is gonna help.
Yeah. Severe bomb.
I don't think the modesty is the problem. Okay, I think we've meandered enough.
It's a rough week.
It was a rough one. This one is bleak, pretty trenchy, I'd say. But I mean, the boxing should be fun.
Oh yeah.
AJ Dubois is going to be, if nothing else, that fight should be fine. Hamza Shiraz, also, he's like a British middleweight guy. He's #1 contender right now, so he's going to beat up someone else at middleweight. I think Tyler Denny's his name.
I'm actually I'll be watching that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Hamza piqued my interest. His last outing. It was against Ammo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Tiger now. He changed his nickname.
Oh, it's Tiger now?
Yeah, he's Tiger. He had a tiger tail sewn onto his trunks for training, for the media workouts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to make sure everyone knows he's Tiger.
That's not Ammo anymore.
Yeah, Ammo's so much cooler. There's plenty of tigers.
Should be nice though.
Yes, but let's do one of these for the outro. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Ultimate Effin' Casual, a Lux Media production. If you'd like to give your thoughts, or you need to let us know how casual you think we are, you can text our anonymous line at 833-589-7637. If you want to stand on business, call and leave a voice message, and we'll see if you're entertaining enough to make the final cut of the show. 833-LUXPODS. Can't go wrong. If you prefer to hit us up on social media, the account name is LVX Media Net. That's on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and all the rest of that shit. If you can't find us, chances are we're not on it. A lot of stuff gets cut from final releases for all kinds of reasons, so if you want the raw audio from our lips direct to your ears, look us up on Patreon, LVX Media Net, just like everywhere else. Intro and outro by Middle of Nowhere Beats, and for more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lvxmedia.net. So, heading into this non-MMA weekend, what are parting words?
For me, I'm actually like pretty excited to see Munguia. Like I said earlier, I want to see if he gets better. You know, he got hit pretty hard. I don't know if it was enough to like fully crack his chin, but I think it's actually a pretty interesting fight. Like Munguia could be, but when I say next guy, I don't mean like the same like stardom level that Canelo had, but he'd be like one of those guys that is headlining pay-per-views like once or twice a year, and it's a pretty big event. So I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty excited to see Munguia.
I guess my parting words would be to UFC fans who are wandering in the desert, or MMA fans in general, waiting for content. You should give boxing a shot. I know we trash on boxing sometimes a little bit here because it's the MMA show, but AJ Dubois, that is a fight worth watching. The Munguia fight as well, probably worth a look. I'm especially excited for the heavyweight stuff coming up, just because we get potentially a trilogy fight between Usyk and AJ if AJ wins. If not, we get a rematch of Dubois and Usyk probably. So there's wider implications at stake with this fight coming up. So it's definitely worth watching. Might make you a fan.
AJ's always fun, especially now he's back to being a roadman Femi, I think they're calling him.
Oh yeah,
He seems more confident now.
Yeah, he's not shy about being the villain if he has to be. So hopefully that makes it fun, and Dubois can stand the heat. And yeah, Munguia Bazinian. Not sure what to say about Bazinian, but Munguia, he's worth keeping an eye on. He's still really good, even if he did lose to Canelo. There's no shame in that. And watch ONE FC. It's free, man. It's free. The numbered events and the Fight Night events, those are on Prime. The Friday fights, the sort of contender series of ONE FC, those are on the ONE FC website, and they're completely free. Just have to make a little account on their site to go into their library. That's it. So watch ONE FC, man. That's my parting word. All right. So that's gonna do it for the bleak week, but we'll be back.
See you.